Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Quest for Knowledge. Today we are going to discuss first chapter. This video is specially made to give you easy notes so that it should not be like a burden for you to study or mug up. So it is all about understanding the concept and understanding the easy concept, and as per that you can easily write for your examination. So by keeping second PUC and the economics examination as a priority, not only I'm going to explain the concept, but also I'm going to explain in such a way that you can easily make notes of it and you can write it in your second PUC examination and you can score good marks. So I will be making easy notes in the coming videos as well. So do like, share and subscribe, and also share it with your friends so that all together you can score a very good marks without much hustle. Okay, so let's get started. So from your first chapter, Introduction to Microeconomics, your first question for 4 marks is explain the concept of a simple economy. So every individual cannot produce everything they need, but each person is busy producing goods and services using the available resources and technology. People produce what they can and keep some portion for their own consumption, and the rest they exchange it in the society in order to meet other different needs. For example, a farmer uses his land and oxen to grow rice. He keeps some rice for his family and exchanges the rest to get clothes, tools, etc. A weaver makes cloth from yarn and keeps some for himself or herself, rest exchange in the society to meet other needs. Similarly, a teacher gives education as a service and earns a salary which she uses to buy other goods and service. So, in short, you need to understand that every individual in the society cannot produce everything they need. But everything is busy in the production of goods and services as per the available resources and technology to them. So it means, for example, a farmer, a weaver and a teacher, they might have the resources, so that out of that they might produce something. Some portion they will keep it for their own consumption, rest they will exchange it in the society in order to meet other needs, because we cannot produce everything. So whatever we produce, based on that, some portion we will keep for our own consumption, rest we will exchange it in the society in order to meet other needs. Those who don't have resources, they will use their skills and services in order to earn money and to meet the other needs. So this is all about simple economy. So now the next question, explain the central problem of an economy. This one is also a 4 marks question. So you have to write at least 4 points so that easily you can be able to score 4 out of 4. So first is what to produce. The central problem of an economy is what to produce and in what quantity. This discusses the problem of choice, because resources are limited and wants are unlimited. So the economy has to decide which goods and services to produce, like foods, clothes or weapon, and how much of each has to produce in what quantity. Second is how to produce. This discusses about the problem of technology, whether the economy has to choose more labor intensive method, which means more workers, or more capital intensive method, which means more machines. So which means more machines. So it depends on the availability of the resources and for whom to produce. This is the problem of distribution. It deals with deciding who will get the goods and services, whether rich or poor, what level of income, what kind of consumer preference they are going to target, and what kind of income will be shared in the society. This discusses about the problem of distribution. These three problems arises in all economies because resources are limited and wants are unlimited, and we have to solve them with the help of proper allocation of resources and the efficient use of resources. So this is the central problem of an economy. What is centrally planned economy? So centrally planned economy is also called as socialistic economy or command economy. In this system, all major decisions like production, distribution, consumption, and exchange are made by the government. The government plays the main role in controlling and managing economic activities. It focuses more on social welfare and service oriented goals rather than profit making, because government main priority is all about the welfare of the public. Private ownership is limited or not allowed, and most industries are owned and operated by the government. So, examples of centrally planned economies include China, Vietnam, and North Korea. So now next, let's move on to the next question, which is, what is market economy? A market economy is also called as capitalist economy or free trade economy. In a market economy, all major decisions like production, distribution, consumption are made by individuals or private businesses, not by government. The main aim of this system is profit, and it is based on demand and supply mechanism in the market. The private ownership of property and industries is allowed and encouraged. The role of the government is very limited, mainly to protect property rights, maintain law and order, and defense system, etc. Unlike a centrally planned economy where the government controls everything, in a market economy, individuals have the freedom to choose what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. So this is all about market economy. Now let's move on to the next question and the last question from the 4 marks. Explain production possibility frontier, PPF, which is production possibility frontier is the production possibility curve which shows all the possible combination of two goods that an economy can produce using all its resources efficiently and fully. The PPC is concave to the origin because of the increasing opportunity cost. As more units of one goods are produced, more and more units of other goods has to be sacrificed, because this shows the problem of choice. As there is a scarcity of resources, we have to choose more of one good, then we have to give up some quantity of the other good. So that is opportunity cost. It means we have to forget or forgive or give up some of the alternate okay, sacrificing the next best alternative is the opportunity cost. So point on the PPC show that points A, B, C, D from the diagram, as you can see from the here you can see from the graph. Yeah, from the graph what you can see, as you can see the graph over here you can see that it is a fully efficient use of resources. Inside the PPC it shows underutilization. Above the PPC curve it shows it's not possible for the current resources. With the current resources, the production or the efficient utilization is not possible. So this is PPC curve. As you can see, A, B, C, D, E is the PPC curve. Below this is underutilization, and above this is not possible to utilize with the current available resources. And here you can see with the table corn and cotton, it's all about the transformation. That is why PPC curve is also called as transformation curve. If you have to increase the production of the one good, then you have to give up the quantity of the other good. Okay, so this is all about the production possibility curve. So now let's move on to the next question. Now we will move on to the 2 marks. Okay, so we are done with the 4 marks question. Now we will discuss the 2 marks question. First is, what is the central problem of an economy? It is what to produce, how to produce, and whom to produce. Distinguish between micro and macroeconomics. Micro studies about the individual behavior like a firm or consumer. Example, price of one product. It is also called as microscopic view or ants eye view. Here we will have a detailed study of the behavior of the individual agents like consumer, producer, etc. Macroeconomics studies about the aggregate economy as a whole. Example, here we will be discussing related to aggregate demand and supply, or the theory related to national income, inflation, or employment, and it's all about the aggregate study. It's also called as bird's eye view. Now let's move on to the next question. Distinguish between positive and normative economics. Positive economics focus more on what it is and what it was, or also it focus on the functioning of the mechanism, and normative economics focus more on what ought to be and what should to be, and it also focus more on what is desirable and not desirable to the country, and it also evaluates the functioning of the mechanism. Next, what do you mean by the production possibility set? The production possibility set includes the combination of two goods that can be produced by using the available resources and technology, including both efficient and inefficient combination, is called as production possibility set. What is opportunity cost? It is the next best alternative foregone is called as opportunity cost. For example, if a farmer grows wheat instead of rice, the opportunity cost is the rice not grown. What is production possibility frontier? PPF is a curve that shows the maximum possible combination of two goods that an economy can produce with available resources and technology, assuming full and efficient use. Now we will discuss all the one markers. Why does the problem of choice arise? Because resources are limited and human wants are unlimited. What is a market economy? A market economy is where economic decisions are made by individuals or private firm based on the demand and supply. What do you mean by centrally planned economy? It is an economy where all the major decisions are taken by the government. Give the meaning of microeconomics. Microeconomics is the study of individual economic units like consumer or a firm. What do you mean by positive economics? It explains or it discusses more on what it is and what it was, and it also discusses about the functioning of the mechanism. What is normative economics? It tells on what ought to be and what should to be, and also evaluates the functioning of the mechanism, and it also discusses which is favorable to the economy and which is not. So now we are done with all the one markers. Now we'll discuss the choose up. The scarce resources of an economy have competing usages. Which of the following is an example of microeconomics? It's consumer behavior. The central problem of an economy are what to produce, how to produce, and whom to produce. The answer is all of the above. The subject matter of economy has been traditionally studied under the following broad branches, which is micro and macroeconomics. Scarcity of resources give rise to the problem of choice. In a market economy, all important decisions are made by producers and consumers, that is private agents or enterprises. Next, it is the fill up. What does scarcity of resources give rise to? It gives rise to the problem of choice. Who makes all important decisions in a centrally planned economy? Government. What is the set of arrangement where economic agents can freely exchange their endowments or products called its market economy? What type of economy exists in reality combining features of both market and planned economies? It's mixed economy. Now we'll discuss the matchup. Market economy is a private economy. Service of a teacher is a skill. Centrally planned economy, all major decisions by the government. Positive economics studies about the functioning of the mechanism. Normative economics studies about the evaluation of the function of the mechanism. So by this we are done with the explanation of the first chapter. Here you have not only understood the concept of the first chapter, I have also shared the easy notes of first chapter with 4 markers, 2 markers and 1 markers. So if you follow this easily, you will be able to get good score, because one question from this first chapter, in any one 4 mark will be surely asked for your coming second PUC examination. So from this video and the further coming videos will all be very helpful for you to prepare yourself for your coming second PUC examination. By the end of this video, you are very well prepared with first chapter. If you really like this video, do like, share and subscribe, and also share it with your friends so that they can also score good marks in the coming examination. And also do subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you can also get my coming notifications. Thank you so much for watching.